Hello, darlings. Today I wanted to share some of my meditation practice journey. I think and feel that this time, especially, many of us can benefit from a daily practice that allows us to reconnect with ourselves. And meditation is a wonderful tool to achieve just that. So my own practice started over 10 years ago, maybe 12 by now. Some seeds were planted during the yoga teacher trainings. One I took that was a local one on the weekends over a 6-month period. It was a Kundalini yoga teacher training. And another one I took almost right after finishing the Kundalini yoga teacher training. And it was Vinyasa Hatha style yoga. And we went to South America for that. And it was wonderful because we had daily meditation and yoga practice. So I could definitely see the benefits of consistency. Over the years, life takes over and you get distracted. So I was on and off. But sometimes friends inspire. And one of my friends, she was using the Muse gadget, and it seemed very like a helpful tool to practice with it, because it gives you, like, it measures the brain activity and there's bird sounds. In a way, it did help me establish a daily practice for a while, but then it became too much of a distraction to get the gadget to sit on my forehead, and I'm not comfortable with electronics on my body, especially on my forehead. So after a while, it became a little bit tedious to get it to work, because I had to keep cleaning it, adjusting it, and then the desire to hear the birds was more just of a distraction than a confirmation that my mind is still. So it was, maybe for some it would be more beneficial than for me, but it did play its useful role on the journey here. And then after a while, I recognized that the ego part of me was pushing for the bird sounds and the Muse, and then the anxiety about not having it on correctly or not hearing enough birds was kind of fighting. There was an inner conflict, so I let it go and started doing more of a silent meditation. One of the books, The Illuminated Mind, I think I'll put the reference in the description below. That book was amazing also, and it gave me hope that with consistent daily practice we can accomplish that stillness, because my mind is as active as they get. I spent way too much time thinking. And the way forward was always directed mainly from the mind, from the logical mind. Surprisingly, in the pivotal moments of my life, the intuition took over the feelings and corrected the course. But the daily living was very logic-based. So I really needed the reprieve from anxiety and constant worry and constant need to control things in my life. So that quiet, I thought that very much. So because of that book, I got inspired and I started practicing every day. It's been a couple years now, definitely more than a year, probably 2, that I have a daily morning meditation practice. This time I'm doing about 45 minutes, no issue usually. I have just a silent meditation. I used to connect to my breath, set my intent, do like a little ritual to get into the space. But now, because of the routine and the practice, it makes it much easier to tune in to that quiet space and reconnect. So all I have to do now, I sit down on my pillow or on a couch, and I close my eyes and synchronize with my breath. And then from the mind, the focus goes into the heart, and then the energy starts flowing. I could feel my body connect with my body. So for the longest time, I was under wrong impression that meditation meant going somewhere else. But now I know what works and how it's meant to be. Meditation is to bring our divinity in our body and to embody our essence fully. So that flow of energy that we are feeling as a confirmation that we are more and more energetically present within ourselves, within our sacred temple. It's a wonderful feeling, and I wish that to every single being on earth, because when we are out of our mind, even for short periods of time, we get glimpses of who we are and the possibility of our lives being more than we can imagine in a single moment. So it is so my desire to help others achieve that moments of contentment and bliss, and to know themselves better, to reconnect their hearts. Just imagine every day being able to connect with yourself on a deeper level, to have access to that guidance system, that powerful heart energy center. After a while, when you're used to connecting to your heart, you become so magnetic and radiant. You become extraordinary, because when we are not trying to fit in and act normal and be a part of society so that we don't stand out in our eccentricities, when we don't celebrate who we are inside because we are shameful or fearful of rejection, it shrinks us. But when we let that fear go and tap into who we are and our uniqueness, that beauty comes through, that aliveness. It could be seen through our eyes. The energy changes, the way we move changes. We become more free. And isn't freedom the biggest goal of this life? I know personally, I have thought freedom since I was a child. I couldn't wait to grow up so I can make my own decisions about my life, what to wear, what to eat, how to be. As long as I can remember myself, I wanted to be free. And throughout different stages of my life, I have been seeking freedom on multiple levels. Freedom to be who I am culturally, energetically, to be independent as a person, financially from other people, to be free on a spiritual level, to leave religions behind, to love who I want to love, to have a relationship that is on a level of relating that I deem appropriate. There's just so much to free ourselves from, because we are tied into these old structures that keep us bound to what is defined as normal. But inside, there's so much wild beauty that needs to be expressed. Yes. So I would love to teach people how to get there. I'm convinced that is the top mission of my life. And of course, we have to embody what we are teaching, right? So if we want to be, and what we want to create in the world as well, definitely. So if we want to be peace, we have to embody peace. We can't embody peace if we are being mostly angry or hateful towards others. We have to be that energy of peace and love first. Same with freedom. We have to figure out how to set ourselves free before we can help others do the same. And what is freedom for you? Freedom for me is to do what I need to do in the moment, to be free to follow my heart, my inner guidance, to get rest when I need to get rest, to be creative when that creativity starts bubbling up. It feels like a carbonated drink, just bubble, 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 coming up to the surface, and there I am. Some days I don't even know what is going to come through. Maybe just the main topic or an idea, but mostly it's an energy of excitement or another loving energy, even if it's there's a bit of a grief or sorrow in it. Sometimes not everything is super joyful that needs to be expressed. There's no spiritual bypassing in authentic expression, but there's energy of love weaved into everything. So that is my message for today. Never know where it's gonna go, from meditation into personal freedom and teachings and embodying our truth. But here it is. So much love to you. Bye.